For the past month or so, I've been working almost non-stop on my new one-shot. Please subscribe and go read it, because this felt like it took forever. So I went into this the same way I did my last one-shot, though this time I did things correctly. I didn't have the huge gutters, and I had a lot less panels per page, so I could have, bigger panels. Last time, I also found out the hard way that Manga Plus creators didn't have a left to right reading option, so this time I actually made it read from right to left, like a manga. Overall, I'm pretty mixed on it. The art is okay, the writing's fine. I mean, there's some panels that I really love, and then there's, naturally panels I utterly despise. I don't think anything I did really stood out. My art style was fine, I guess. It changed a little throughout. I did get a lot better at drawing hands. I'm not good at drawing hands, but I am a lot better. The problem with writing like a comedy or anything that's supposed to be funny is if you think about it too much, it won't be funny to you. Everything was going pretty smoothly. I made my sketches, I don't know, in 4 days, just a few days. Of course, I got really sick and couldn't work for nearly a week, so I made that dreams video I did before. But after that short detour, I started doing like 1.5 pages a day, but then I did the math and I'd be taking way too long to do it. So I made another video so I could make the cover and name it. For whatever reason, I was working way too slowly. I was kind of prioritizing my comfort and normalcy over my work, which, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but if I want to take this seriously, I really need to focus. Like, really focus. I knew I had to change something, so I started waking up earlier and working longer, taking shorter breaks or even less breaks. My routine changed, only by a little bit. I would wake up, have coffee and breakfast, put on music, and draw till lunch. And then after lunch, I got back to drawing, and pretty much I just kept drawing until I met my daily quota, which was now 2 pages a day. I used to have like a couple hours worth of breaks over my whole day, which would normally be like 7-ish hours. But after this, I managed to cut it down to only 1 hour. So yeah, I mean, some days I had to miss things like working out or hanging out with friends, but I mean, it was gonna be worth it, right? I guess that depends on why I'm doing this. Obviously, for the channel, I really want to work hard to follow my passions, I guess. I don't want to be normal, I guess. Life without doing what I want seems like a nightmare, and I would much rather spend my time doing something to avoid that rather than something that I'll forget the next day. I also have some kind of pride about this. It felt like I needed to prove something to myself, that I can realistically do 20 pages in maybe 2 weeks, so I could actually start a real series. I doubt I'd ever be able to actually run a weekly series, but bi-weekly seems pretty doable. The main problem was the fact that my process wasn't sustainable. I ended most days completely fatigued. I wasn't sleeping well, and I had terrible dreams, but for some reason, I couldn't let the video take longer than my upload schedule. The idea of reaching a point where my art is recognized and maybe I could be one of those really lucky few who get to live doing what they love seems obviously ideal, but this was so taxing mentally and physically, and I shouldn't do it like this. It's probably best I just swallow my pride and accept that it won't be the best if I just burn myself out. But even though I knew what was better for me, I didn't change. The only difference now is that I know it's bad for me. I kept doing 2 pages a day. I kept putting other stuff off just so I could draw. So I guess I didn't really learn my lesson. Before this channel, I never really did anything. Maybe the reason that doing 2 pages a day was so draining wasn't just because it was hard. but because I never really did anything. You know, a couple years ago, my life was so boring, so empty. I'd spend most of my days alone or tired and disassociated. I wouldn't do things or go places. I didn't even start working out yet. But last year, I did. I started working out 5 days a week, and I've made lots of progress. My mood improved, and it felt like I finally started being present. I started skincare too. I mean, that didn't last long, because it was just a hassle, and I didn't really care about it. And then I also picked drawing back up, because I had this dusty old drawing pad sitting on my desk, but I never really used it. I was terrible at first. God, I don't even know if I saved any of my old stuff, but I was still able to enjoy it. And then I started taking writing seriously, because now I actually saw a way to tell stories. Now here I am, 2 one-shots. Well, I guess more 1.5 one-shots because the first one's really short, but whatever. With this channel, I really feel like I have a direction. It's fulfilling, even if I don't get a lot of free time anymore, or if I don't get as much free time anymore. I still feel so much better than when I would just sit and do nothing. I really want this. I always want to improve and write and draw until I die, because it's the only thing I've found that's made me really feel like I could do it. Like when you're a kid and you want to be an astronaut or a dragon, you know, you won't. You likely won't. But this feels possible. And so I'm willing to miss out on a lot of things I enjoy, because ultimately I want this to be worth it. Of course, there's always the chance that this stuff never takes off. At least I'd be happy with what I made. You know, I don't know if I could really like go back. I don't think I could. I don't want to say live without, but pretty much. I don't know if I could live without drawing now. Maybe I'm dependent on the dopamine of noticeable progress, but you know, that would mean I'm addicted, which yeah, so I looked it up, and hobbies can actually become addictions that if they start to like interfere with life and stuff. So strange. Whoops. Because I could genuinely not stand the days where I was peeled away from my work to do something that felt like a big waste of my time. It really felt like nothing was worth the time that I could spend drawing. I'm the kind of person who is willing to, you know, eat my vegetables before dessert and like do all the work before I get to relax, right? I shouldn't need to say it, but this is clearly not good. I mean, even if I thought I needed to get the video out faster, this stuff did negatively affect my life. Because during the first one shot, right, I felt pretty happy after each day because it was like little bites of ice cream. But now with this one shot, it was like I was chugging you know that one milkshake that was on the internet a while ago, because it has like a bajillion calories, it had like Oreo in it and stuff. And I was like, I'll just put a screenshot here. But it felt like I was chugging one of those every day, and that sucks. So I guess if there's something to take away from this video, it's keep yourself in check, you know? Like, if you get sucked into a project or a passion and you're not aware of how bad it can get, you know, it might not turn out. And thankfully I noticed the issue before it turned into something bad. I guess I went a little too far for this one shot, pushed myself too hard. The idea of delaying the video any longer really bothered me, so I thought, oh yeah, it'd be such a good idea to just get it done really fast. Sorry to get all serious. I normally appreciate more personal stuff on YouTube when I watch other channels. So, and I mean, what's more personal than art, right? I guess the lesson of the video is everything in moderation, I guess. Go draw though, because it's great. I don't know how to end this. Oh man, I just spent a month on this video and this one shot, and I'm so excited to post it and you know, get everything ready, because I just spent the past 2 days non-stop working on this video. All right, well, let's start uploading the one shot. Huh? Yeah, so as soon as I went to upload the one shot, I couldn't. Manga Plus Creators was down for maintenance. So that pride I talked about in getting everything out on time, I kind of was forced to let go of that. I'm pretty annoyed, but at the same time, it's probably for the better, I guess. Like I said before, I really felt like I needed to get the video out today. Or, sorry, well, you know what day it is, if I say today. I knew what I was doing wasn't the right way to do it. I'm actually kind of glad that the site went down because it's a little annoying, but like I said, it's for the better. I shouldn't get rewarded for doing something in a bad way. You know what, just subscribe and like the video, comment something, anything. Go read my one-shot. It'll be in the description, and I'll see you next time. Bye.